The term midwife means with woman. It doesn't really denote your professional training, doesn't denote your sex, doesn't denote your age, your ethnicity, or your religious background. It simply means you're the person with the woman at the time of birth. What happened to me, I think, happens to a lot of young women, but I chose to do something about it. I had a miscarriage, and my family said, oh, we have a lot of miscarriages in the family. Second time I had a miscarriage, I was barely a month pregnant, so I wasn't too concerned. But then I thought I was pregnant. Went to the doctor said, no, you're not pregnant, you just want to be pregnant. Went back again, he said, no, you're not pregnant, and he gave me an antibiotic saying I was sick. Finally, the third time I went back, he got tired of me and he sent me to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist, after kind of some funny questions and everything, said he wanted me to see a third doctor, and I did. And lo and behold, not only was I pregnant, I was between 4 and 5 months pregnant. So what happened then was I ended up going over past my due date, went into the hospital. The doctor said, oh, we'll just break your water, you'll have the baby. He left, and I delivered all by myself. So I started to think I had to do something about it, and it became my passion to go out and teach women, to offer free childbirth classes, which I've been doing now continuously for 36 years, and lo and behold, I ended up suddenly becoming the local partera, a local midwife. Then I went and trained with a physician who did births, and I worked with him for 2 years to get my training. I opened the first birth center in El Paso, Texas in 1976, run only by midwives, and I've been doing it ever since. I've worked all over the world. I've worked in Jamaica, I've worked in Ecuador, I've worked in India, and I've worked twice in Israel. I love delivering babies. I've trained over 700 midwives from around the world, and I've supervised their deliveries. A birth center is an organization set up around natural, normal, healthy, pregnant women and their babies-to-be and their births and the postpartum care of their babies. The primary difference between a birth center and a hospital is the fact that we're dealing with the normal. Most birth centers do not have the rigid rules of hospitals. In a birth center, you're allowed to walk while you're in labor. You're allowed to eat and to drink. You're allowed to have more than one person with you. In fact, many times, a birth at our birth center has an entire family. One of the other differences about a birth center and a hospital is that at a hospital, they constantly seem to be on the lookout for the abnormal, assuming that birth can be a very dangerous process and not a natural one. They give a lot of drugs and medication, and as a result, they end up with a lot of women having cesareans.
A lot of hospitals, and I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them are like factories. You're a hospital room number to them. The patient down in 389, they don't get to know you, it's not personal. They don't care what you want, you're gonna have it their way. Some moms come in with birth plans about the things they want for their births, and most of those things never happen.
I'm looking forward to having a real natural birth where I am able to have it in a relaxed, cozy environment, hopefully water birth, where nothing is pressured, nothing is pushed, at no one's timing. It's your baby's timing.
I would encourage all pregnant moms to find a birth center or give birth at home if you are healthy and have no major health problems, or to find a midwife in your area. Don't let someone seduce you into having a C-section thinking that you're going to have a baby with no pain. There's no way to have a baby without pain. You're going to have a little pain, whichever way you choose. I consider it like a marathon. It's a big day. Your body's doing physical work, but it's something you can do. Our society's right now at a state where maybe we watch some movies and we think all labors are like horror shows, but you don't realize, labor's something women are meant to do.
Think about what you want. Think about yourself and your personality. Know that you're strong and you're healthy and that women have always given birth. The world has been repopulated several times over because birth works. We are the stronger of every generation. So why do you think you're so weak? Why can't you do what your great-grandmothers did? Give birth. Give birth naturally to a healthy, full-term baby and breastfeed.